get started here. This is the Mummy Monk game number 50. Definitely more sessions than I had intended for this game. I think I mentioned a few times that I was planning on doing this all in one session for the extended part of the game, but a couple things have stopped me from doing that. Primarily, as you know, I've been sick for the last few days, so it's kind of hard when I end up having to cough in the middle of the stream and I have to cut it short. But also it's the fact that, well, if you compare this character to, for example, the Felid, I think it was even a Felid of Gozag that was just like crushing extended. I did a little bit of extended during the streak on that Felid, and I did it really fast. If you make a comparison between this character and that character, well, that character had spells, so it had a lot of wiggle room to play a little faster. I had like, hell, I think I had Control Blink online. I know I had BBC, I had Stat Form, which is really good. But on top of that, I was a Felid, which means I'm functionally immortal. Compare that to this character who is basically just, well, he's a samurai master, and that's about it. He's using his Japanese steel, and he's really good at using his Japanese steel, but he's not much good at anything else just yet. Technically, I'm training hexes and transmutations, but we don't have any Yars online yet because we swapped to this big fat large shield over in Holy Pan. Heat my apartment with Ethereum, Arcane says. Yeah, maybe. I guess you actually could do that. Ethereum mining, Monero mining, any kind of crypto mining, really. You could absolutely use the excess heat from the miners as a way to heat your apartment. Japanese Seal, are you a Ronin? You have no master to serve? Well, I'm sort of serving Gozag, but really I'm just serving myself because of greed. Anyway, I'm still lifting like a madman even though I'm sick, which I've been told I probably shouldn't do. But we're gonna compromise a little bit, and I'm not going to use my standing desk today while I stream, so I'm sitting for the first time in a very long time, and maybe that'll, give my body just a little bit of time to rest. But anyway, enough about me. Let's do this mummy. Let's go back into Pan. I was thinking about farming Abyss for a while, but you know what? Go big or go home. Let's just make this thing happen. Gains. Absolutely, Mr. Biggles. First of all, you got to live up to your name. You're going to be Mr. Biggles. Uh-oh. We are a bit lacking. Okay, check it out. We're gonna... Remember what I told you about staying next to an enemy that's not immune to Hellfire in order to kill an enemy that is a Hellfiring enemy? That makes things a lot easier, doesn't it? He wasn't going to blow up a smoke demon, buddy. Therefore, I was 100% safe from eating Hellfires, which made that Brimstone Fiend, well, it took him from something I needed to be afraid of and turned him into something that I had no fear of at all. These aren't the defenses you expect to see on a mummy. What's up, Adort? Yeah, no, he's got plus 14 crystal plate on, so he's quite he's a big boy. Let's put it that way. And he's been training an awful lot of defenses. Not quite Diesel yet, though. Sadly. Chaos spawn, yeah. Anyway, you'll notice I'm leaving, right? I went over here and then I just went right back this away, and that's because I'm pretty sure that is the vault with the Panlord in it. And Panlords, they're totally random. There's all kinds of crap they can get, and I don't want to play. I don't want to play. Am I going to get the very fast silence Panlord today? So that's even more dangerous for this character than some others. But yeah, no, I've started doing 2-a-days, and that's where you do, for those of you who don't know, that's where you work out twice in one day. Not necessarily 2 movements, usually it's more like at least 4. So it's quite a lot of volume. It's more volume than I've ever really done. So I'm just going to keep building up, basically. I'm going to lamp here. which might help me a bit. I should have stepped forward first, I guess. I don't... Oh, looky here. Crystal Spear Panlord. I don't know why he's over there. Only 2 telly? Wow, I should have farmed. Trying at the gym without sleeping a day with just a little bit of energy drink. You need your sleep, man. That's so important. Crucial, even. We're going to leave. We're going to go into the Abyss. Just for a minute. I guess I can do a little detour and pick up the rune. I'm just too afraid. I'm too afraid of that Panlord. If I had more resources on hand, I would feel better about this, but there was an exit right here. I decided to take it, and I don't feel bad about that. Let's grab this dagger. Oh wait, no, let's not. We already have a disto thing to swap to if we want to abyss ourselves for whatever reason. There was an Apocalypse Crab there. I could have been a little more careful with him, but no real danger. I mean, even if I get paralyzed in here, what in here is going to bother me? I mean, unless a Hell Sentinel pops up. Oh, paralyzed. See? No big deal. If there was more stuff around, perhaps I would care, but I just don't. But that is how you should treat Pandemonium. If there's a Panlord and you're even remotely afraid of him, you know, there is no reason for you to fight that Panlord. Unless it's a named Panlord, you know, one of the unique ones, and he's guarding a rune, then you very well might want to, you might want to bail, or you might want to fight it actually, or find a way to defeat it, because otherwise you, one, are going to have to deal with him later on, and two, if you don't have the rune yet, you'd be giving that up forever if you left early. There's the exit. I guess I'll take it. I can always go back to the Abyss. Man, 2 telly. Is there any teleport for sale? No. I mean, I guess I'm going to at least buy these magic mappings. But yeah, I mean, I feel a little naked, I guess, would be the word for it. You know, I feel like this character is just lacking a little something something, you know. We'll make it work. I'm going to try to make it work without farming the Abyss, because I mean, I know you guys probably don't want to watch me farm the Abyss, but there are times when it makes sense, and this is one of those times. Any blink scrolls? No, I just have the one. The thing is, we have 5 sacks of spiders and over 20 evocations, so it's very hard for this character to die. Even with the dearth of scrolls, so to speak. So we'll go back to Pan. I want to drop this ring, and this ring, and this ring. I want to drop this manual. Seems like there's still no manuals that I care about. That's fine. Let's go into Pandemonium. Well, Adored, I was under the impression I was given wrong wrong advice, actually. I was told that by Man, calling him out. I was told by Man that there was some code where it cared about like the level you were on, the depth you were on. The more depth, then the better the items are in the shop. So that's not true. It's based on your character level. Let's go to this other Pan floor. Just looking for runes. Oh, wow, okay. The Infernal Warmonger hits you, but does no damage. You are cast into the Abyss. So, I'm okay with this. This is fine. Let's just chill out in here. I'm gonna stay on Abyss 3. Oh, there's an exit. Alright. Got a telly, apparently. You know what I want more than anything is some digging digging charges because we only have 2. Alrighty, I forgot. He has Dispel Undead. Gelid Black Sun. Oh boy, 3d24. That's 70, 72. That is terrifying. Charmed him. Tell him to run away. Sure wish I had regen. That is horrifying is what that is. Or I sure wish I could use regen, I should say. Is there anything stopping Disto weapons from keeping you in the Abyss? What do you mean by that exactly? Like you leave and then it immediately abysses you again? As soon as you walk out, he hits you? Is that the idea? I don't think that there is any mechanic that stops that from happening. Now, I've never experienced that happening, but that doesn't mean it's not possible. Anyway, let's keep in mind that some demon spawn classes have access to Dispel Undead, because usually these guys are just trash or something close to trash, but for this character they are bona fide end-game threats if they can cast Dispel Undead. And that's actually a new one on me. I had completely, if I knew that at some point, I had completely forgotten it. Cool. Well, I mean, to be fair, there's really... This is the guy. Come on, just kill him. Okay. Black Suns. Those are the ones I need to be worried about. But yeah, to be fair, with regards to Disto weapons, there's no particularly good reason that you should be dealing with them. Check it out. It is Hellion Island. Black Sun is a necromancy title. It's also, it used to be, I think, the name of a demon spawn mutation. Not sure if that still exists. Or maybe I'm thinking of Black Mark. What a great name. Of Yoxtit. What a strange name for this Panlord. He has Quicksilver Bolt, he can summon greater demons, he can chain lightning, he can abjure, and he's surrounded by Hellions. Ordinarily, it would be possible for there to be a rune here, but what in the hell? Oh, he flies. Okay. This is a big deal. We can't safely teleport here. So we're going to have to kill him. If he wants to start abjuring, that's fine. Let me get the acid on him. Okay, he's debuffed. Which is good because his AC is the thing that was high. He hasn't abjured yet. I gotta treat this very seriously because again, I cannot teleport on this floor because if I do, I could end up right here and this, you know, you saw 2 Hellions, but this is called Hellion Island for a reason. There's actually going to be like a dozen Hellions here. Multiply however many that is by 60, and that's how much damage I can take. So it's clearly more, clearly more than the number of hit points that I have. So, all right, let's acid him again. Is he resistant to acid? No, he's not. He is resistant to cold, though. He's immune to cold, actually. I could petition Invis, that's true, although they can still technically Hellfire you, it's just less of a chance. Okay, I'm going to try to Scattershot him and see what it does with that debuff up. Not a damn thing. Okay. Has his fire resist? Only resistant? We're gonna start out the burn, and of course it doesn't do jack, so why don't we just start swinging and see how we do. Okay, that's it. I'm going to potion petition. We'll go for the buffs rather than the healing. This should be enough. We're hasted, mighted, agility. This is everything. Should be good to go even with that debuff off. Oh god. Okay, we got him. Jeez. He was a thick boy. Oh, dude, I was just pressing dot. I waited one too many times. Look at this. I actually riposted and killed him in one hit. That's so sick. Is that only one riposte? Yeah, it was. We blocked 4 attacks, and then the 5th one we riposted, and he just died. True samurai over here. Now this is, this is a legit floor to just farm. Seems like everything that's spawning here is real melee heavy. Except there are some demons, and I bet Black Suns can spawn. Goodbye, Prodax. Hello, Double Sword. I don't think so. Not on most characters. Alright, I lied. There is a Shadow Fiend here, which is, of course, a real bad time for everybody, so let's do the horn. Let's let them take care of him for me. Don't want to deal with that Dispel Undead now, do I? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, crap. This is actually horrifying. He can wreck my stats really badly. That's not working. Oh, whoops. I did not mean to acid like that. It's not working. Oh, wait. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay, we had to cut line of sight there. But, yeah, basically we could have gotten paralyzed there because there was too many. There's too many of those guys. The, the little amoeba things, Starspawn, whatever. Starcursed Mass. If there's 5 of them, they can paralyze you. Tempted to just take this exit rather than try to fool around with these gentlemen here. Did we kill the guy? I don't know if we killed the guy. I'm just going to take the exit. There's no reason not to. This is just a matter of playing smart, playing safely. And that's one of the reasons I generally don't do extended, is I don't, it's really more of a slog than a test of skill. Once you get a handful of pieces of knowledge together, it has a lot more to do with, like, are you willing to believe that discretion is the better part of valor, and reset things a billion times, which, to be fair, is kind of what DCSS, that's kind of what the heart of it is, but it seems like it's really amplified in what I find to be kind of a slightly obnoxious way in extended, so it's just not as interesting to me as the rest of the game. I don't mind if I get paralyzed here. Well, I kind of do. I guess the Vampire Mage could spawn a Revenant, and that would give me the Dispel Undeads, which would be no good. Anyway, I'm not farming. I'm just leaving Pan when it seems to be the safe thing to do. Neither of those things, Donimo. What happened is, like, anytime I get into a bad situation in Pan, if there happens to be an exit nearby, whether that's to another floor or to the Abyss or a straight up exit, I'm going to take it just because that is the optimal safe thing to do. I don't have to use any resources to take a portal. The only exception is, like, if I don't have enough hit points and I go into a portal to another floor, the Pandemonium, and I haven't seen Hellion Island yet, I need to be really careful of that because I could immediately take a huge pile of damage. Although technically that could happen. Technically that could happen on any floor if I had, like, a Panlord with LCS and I land right next to it. Not super likely, but possible. Anyway, this is Serabov's floor. I see we've immediately pulled just an enormous group of boys. Red-winged college boys here. I think we'll have an easy time with Serabov. What do you guys think? Let's just try to play carefully. The thing is, there could be two castles, one of which is just like a loot castle, and then the other one is the one where Serabov actually lives. And despite the fact that I only have RF plus, and by the way, I might wear this Ring of Profire. In fact, I will wear this Ring of Profire instead of Evasion in here. But yeah, I'm a little worried about the fire damage. So I probably will Potion Petition, and I probably will take Resistance if it's convenient for me to do so. I do wish I had a little more gold, so I could be a little more, just a little more crazy with my use of Potion Petition. But we could, this is perfectly farmable. Once Serabov is dead, I could probably sit around in here and farm for a very long time if I felt like it. Now, do I feel like it? Probably not. Again, I'm trying to do the entertaining thing for the purposes of Twitch. I don't want to, I don't want to like sit around and kill the same enemies a million times in a row because it's just not all that interesting. But hold on, is there a Black Sun here? No. Nevertheless, let's go into a hallway. I'll Ice Blast some of these guys just because there's a lot of people here. I know I used fire in Serabov's lair. You might be thinking, what am I doing? But it will, it will do some damage to the demon spawns. It's weird how these packs are so big. Like, they feel bigger than I remember. But generally, if I'm in Pan, I'm some kind of insane combat monster, like statue form guy. And this amount of enemies feels like nothing because I can just tab through it. Whereas on this guy, sure, I'm a big, powerful combat monster, but it's just not quite the same if you don't have PVC. And the biggest thing I think is the it's got to be the lack of regen is where it really feels difficult, more difficult than it would to sustain through these big fights. Because when you're regenerating, man, you're getting hit points, every single turn, and it just really adds up. So we'll just have to be cognizant of the fact that we're not super good at sustaining through fights, and that's pretty much, I doubt it'll ever be the case. Nice, Yars is back down to 95%. Very good, very good. We are getting stronger. 4 scrolls of Telly now, that's helpful. I don't think Serabov is in here. I think this is what I was talking about with the 2 castles or whatever. But he might be. I don't remember exactly all the layouts. Hey, sack of spiders, more gold. We got the best spell in the game, Sandblast. No, he's in here. This is totally him. So there's little loot rooms off to the side. There may not be a second castle in this layout, actually. But he's at the end. Up here, I think. He's going to have Brimstone Fiends next to him, so... Of course, we don't want to fight Brimstone Fiends and Serabov all at the same time. Now, this is not hell. There's no hell effects, so I'm just going to chill out in this closed door room. Stuff spawns in here forever, but it doesn't spawn right on your head. So that is good. Oh, here's our boy. Here's our boy. So what do we do? I'm tempted to go off to the right, like here, and close the door. Try to get him into close quarters, summon a bunch of boys here, you know. The ideal would be if my Evokes was high enough to make Ghost Moths come out of the sack and then just get the anti-magic on him, but yeah, the deal is that I just don't want to, whoops. I just don't want to deal with Brimstone Fiends and him at the same time. Of course, he can summon Brimstone Fiends, so it's a bit of a quandary, isn't it? Ow. He's immediately got the drop on me, so to speak. Okay, I'm going to do a potion petition now, sort of preemptive. Okay, we get all of our buffs, that's good. Still got to be worried though, because, you know, we don't have, actually we do have resist, so that's cool, but he's still got that iron shot, so keep in mind he can do 3d36 times 2. So that's, what's that, 9,602, 108 damage, god damn. So, what we're going to do is we're going to open up with Acid. I see that he has decided to already make a Brimstone Fiend. No good. However, he is not, you see, he is not immune to Hellfire himself. Actually, no, yes he is. He's immune to Hellfire. Whoops, okay, well that's a problem then. But that's Hurl Hellfire, that's not Call Down Hellfire, so that the Brimstone Fiend is subject to line of effect. So right now he literally cannot Hellfire me because he would hit Sarah Bob instead. Oh man, I can't get over how much easier this would be if we just had Ghost Moths, you know. But it's not quite there yet. I should have focused harder on it. Let's do the horn. I'm going to swing on him. Now, by the way, he's one of the few Panlords that is too fat to be netted. So, just going to keep swinging. Okay, now we can be Hellfired. He can just Hellfire this Hell Beast, which will hit me. So let's take a step backwards. Ah, Christ. Alright, this is horrifying. We have to teleport. There's just so much damage possible here. Oh man, we're actually making headway. Maybe I'll come back after I teleport. I could turn off the telly. I didn't expect him to firestorm his own boys, which killed the Hellion. Wasn't about to kill the Brimstone Fiend, of course, but alright, we're going to go for round 2. We're going to see if we can't get back there in time that he's still hurt, but it's probably not going to happen. That's okay, though. We've only burned 1 telly, and we burned a little bit of gold, which we're about to get back from killing this group of things. Yeah, no, we're gonna rest. We'll just do a full reset of the fight. It's fine. No big deal. I could fight these sun demons all day. Just free gold, free gold. You know, I'm a little surprised that Balrogs are giving this character actual trouble. You know, but I don't have RF+++, so I guess it's not that surprising. Okay, there's a Balrog. I don't know if these are just like spawns that came in afterwards or what. Is it time to scum yet? No, I'm trying to avoid doing that. I really am. And so far I've succeeded in not going out of my way to farm at all. but we'll see if I can keep that up. Hey, buddy, that is the Brimstone Fiend. Again, we stay next to things that are not Hellfire immune. The viewers want scumming. That's the reason why I'm trying to avoid it. I mean, we're, yeah, as Adort says, we're kind of sort of farming right now. Although not really. I had to reset the fight, I think. I think that was the right move with all that Hellfire there. You know, if I wanted to, I could throw down my Figurot? I just said Figurot. I combined Figurine and Ziggurat. I could throw down my figurine of a Ziggurat and farm that a bit, but we're going to save that as a nice escape tool. We haven't actually gone into the Zig that's just in the game itself, you know, in the dungeon, or the depths rather. Alright, hold up. Let's fog. You guys want to see a serious meme? Here's an actual thing I'm tempted to do. I am tempted to Holy Word with him on the screen, and then Potion Petition a billion times to get my hit points back, just to get the 25%, you know, action don't happen. I don't know what to call it, dazed, I guess it's called. It's really good, it's really powerful, it's really helpful for fights, especially like this, where it's like if he does the wrong thing, I have to reset. But of course, because I'm undead, it torments me, so it takes me down to half hit points, which is a bit dangerous against such a big boss hog. So I think instead we're going to make a couple of boxes here, and the horn, and then we're going to burn acid on him. I'm waiting to use my buffs until he hurts me, because I could get some healing, you know. Okay, we're hurt. Potion Petition. Alright, B looks pretty good, I guess. Let's do that again. Oh, there's no might. This is the worst thing about worshipping Gozag, is if you don't have like 4 billion gold, you really start to feel it when Potion Petition doesn't give you the stuff that you want. Just to save some money, we're going to go for only the heal wounds. Okay, there it is. There's the one we want. We've got might now. Now we've just got to get just a tiny bit of luck on our side here. Chop Cerebov into pieces, good. You carve Cerebov like a ham, take that, piggy. Slash Cerebov, only one exclamation point, not so good. Barely miss. Barely miss. Slice. He's not doing a whole lot, and that's what you want. Oh, you catch him completely off guard. Yeah, maybe I should be using the boots of the assassin that we found. Chop him into pieces. This is going pretty well. The acid actually wore off. Come on, I just need one more good hit. But this could still go badly. Alright, okay, we got him. Very good. Used a ton of gold to make that happen, sadly. Is this amulet going to be any good for me? Hot diggity dog, it's quite good. MR plus, Int plus 5. I mean, we don't really need it, unfortunately, but I only think I'm getting out of my amulet right now is some strength, dex, and synv. I mean, maybe if I wanted to become a caster, but probably not. Sword of Cerebov, believe it or not, we're using a character for once that's using swords. So, like, if I wanted to use a really crappy two-handed sword, I could switch to the Sword of Cerebov. A weapon which is a +6, I guess, triple sword. Let's see, base damage 16. That's crappier than a triple sword. That's weird. I wonder what it's modeled after. But, yeah, base damage 16, which is almost a triple sword. Two-handed, sadly. It's only +6, and I guess it gives RF minus to, you know, the stuff that it hits. And it does fire damage as well, so interesting little cute item, but sadly really not powerful at all in the hands of the player. Which is sad. You would think that like you should get some kind of amazing reward every time you kill one of these guys. But the only one that really gives you anything worth using, ironically, is Garyon with his horn. And this Potter's Staff is pretty good, although a bit dangerous to use. I think I am going to wait a little. I'm just going to chill out. I'm not going to farm too much. I'm just going to kill a few packs of things just to get my gold up to like 4,000, because this is just, there's not a whole lot that spawns here that I'm afraid of is the thing. And I don't like that I used up so much gold. So, you know, I'm a mummy. I don't have a food clock. I'm worshiping a god that doesn't have a food clock. And you really have to pay attention in this game. You know, sometimes there are benefits to certain combos that are not quite obvious at first. And this is one of them, you know. Kill the Reaper first. He's going to be easier because he doesn't have a freaking shield. Nice +1 large shield of cold resistance, bro. You still got taxes to deal with. That's true, Banana Ken. I do have taxes to deal with. All my cryptocurrency taxes. Oh, wait, you meant in the game. Okay. Uh-oh. Should be okay, yeah. I acided him. I didn't realize Brimstone Fiends just spawn in here. I didn't think they did. I thought the toughest thing that spawned in here was a Balrog. Talus, it's fine. I don't think that's a permanent state of affairs. You know, the thing went all the way to 3,000 before, so after the all-time high of 20K, so this is following the graph pretty, you know, the intended, well, not intended, but the expected path of Bitcoin pretty well. I mean, I actually don't want it to fly up in a meteoric fashion like it did in 2018, early 2018, because, you know, as we've seen, a meteoric rise generally leads to a meteoric fall. But I mean, if I wasn't invested in Bitcoin already, I would say I would be buying tons of Bitcoin right now personally. Like, I think that anytime you see the price depressed, I mean, well, the pattern has held pretty consistently so far. You know, when it goes down, it goes back up eventually. It will depress further. No, it might. Who knows? But I do think that's a temporary state of affairs. Anyway, how much gold are we at? 3,500? Let's just farm a little bit more here. I mean, I was at 4,000, right? When I started this, like anything over 3K is really good. And I mean, 3K is what you need to bribe, although I'm not doing that, is the thing. Like, I don't really want to bribe because it gets used up really quickly in Pan. Farming Pan is much safer than hell. It depends on which Pan floor you're on. You know, if I was on a floor that spawns, like, I don't know, if I was on, like, Manoleg's floor, there would be a lot of mutation things in there, and I would probably very quickly go to stat 0. Stat 0, that is. Sorry, I'm still a little bit sick. But, anyway, like, here, the table of monsters that spawn, it's just stuff that I don't need to worry about too much. Holy is dangerous for certain characters. For this character, I was in Holy Pan, and I decided to bail after getting the demonic rune, because, well, the holy things were tearing my ass apart on account of the fact that I'm vulnerable. But How many pan runes so far, you ask? I have 2. Demonic and I have Fiery. So we still have quite a few interesting ones to go. I'm actually a little bit worried about Manoleg's floor. Yeah, it's absolutely true too, Malu. Although, in the case of the Pan Lords, you really don't have to worry about that. If you want to farm Pan, depending on what you mean by farming Pan, like if you're just farming experience and not items, you can just stay on the same floor for forever because there's no, there's no spawn clock. It never stops spawning. This is totally opposite to how the rest of the game works. Where everything spawns immediately. Mini boss Seraphs. Oh yeah, absolutely. Hey Asterix, thanks for the follow. I mean, if you were here last night, you saw we had a really rough time with the Seraph. All right, we have almost 4,000. Let's let's just go. Hey Tony, what's up, man? Uh-oh. Let's order our boys to attack the Shadow Fiend because again, we really don't want to be dispelled for 100 damage or however much it is. 15 rune Abar. What is an AB? Yeah, Tumalu, I would pretty much agree with that. Entering new floors on any character and new floors of Pandemonium is really dangerous. Although I will say there is a fun thing you can do on Usk characters. Charge up your piety before you go into the new floor, and on occasion you will end up next to a Panlord, and then you can just use your insta-kill on the Panlord as soon as you go in. Abomination, I assume it's a B-crawl race, or maybe bloat crawl. 2-hand plus shield, okay, like a Formicid. 8 rings, amphibious. Oh, goon crawl. Sounds broken as hell, dude. Yeah, pretty much Tumalu. It's beautiful. And even if you don't grand finale them, you do get the paralysis, and it's just so strong. Like, Uskawa, I have to say that I've said it a million times that I'm not a huge fan of the extended game, but if I had to do it on any god, by far Uskawa makes it the most fun. That's my opinion, anyway. I'm just gonna leave this floor. There's no rune on it. All right. Okay. We are in LeBron's. We are in Lam LeBron's zone here. Oh, he's right here. Jeez. Yeah, he's got his NBA rings and his trophies. And, it's kind of like, honestly, it kind of reminds me of O.J. Simpson. If you take his rune and you leave, he chases you down and he tries to steal it back. Kind of like how O.J. Simpson tried to steal his own trophies back from like that hotel or whatever, and ended up in jail because of it. Hope that was a good enough reference for you guys. All right, I'm going to teleport. We are not going to fight all this crap and LeBron at the same time. Oh, hey boy. It's Menace. It's our boy Menace. Out of the frying pan into the fire. He would be horrifying if we didn't have MR and immunity to confusion, but he's still pretty tough. Hit tab a few times. We probably could tab him. I'm going to get him with the acid, and we're going to try to tab him. It should be okay. Yeah, he's done. We're just too good at melee. Let's put on our Ring of Evasion again. Yeah. Vuln play. What, you wanted me to Vuln Menace and paralyze him or something? I don't have paralysis, sadly. But that would have worked out okay, if only because I'm immune to the confusion because of my Japanese steel. But no, basically with Menace, once you get to a certain amount of martial power, like melee skill, defenses and whatnot, he's real easy to kill. Trying to avoid getting LCS too hard here, but should be fine. Can I just scent this guy? 33%? That sucks. I just lightning rod him. Well, I'm going to call it Japanese steel every time. It's what it is. It's a katana, right? Yeah, see, that's the thing about Menace, is you better be damn sure that you can take him, because it's one of those fights where resetting it, I don't want to say it's not an option, but you need very particular resources if you want to be able to do it. Because the thing with him is, yeah, you've got the silence, and sadly this game, you know, some of you guys may not have even played in the versions that have this, but back in the day, there were these things that were called yellow wands, named such because they were, you know, the color of the wands showed up yellow on the evoke screen. One was teleport, one was heal wounds, and one was haste. And these were really handy tools if you got silenced, and then they took those out of the game, which turned silence into a relatively dangerous effect to like the most dangerous thing in the entire game, because you can't teleport your ass out of that. So now you basically have to be like an evocations master, and use sack of spiders or something, or drink a haste potion and run away from Menace and hope that you gain some speed on him. You know, or I guess you could have high throwing and have like a needle. Maybe that would work. But yeah, it's just a rough time. And like I kind of, you know, I kind of like it because it's a big tactical challenge, but it feels a little bit unfair, I have to say. Like the thing I don't like about it is that it means that if you want to be able to survive, if you want to be good at extended, if you want to be like safe in extended, literally every character has to train a bunch of evocations, and I would insist that's the case. I don't understand how else you would survive a very fast silence panlord that's kicking your ass in melee. With the wand option, there were already pretty few options. That's another good point. I'm just trying to get to full hit points here before I go engage LeBron. How's my skills? 22.4 evocations. You know, one of these days I really should see what is the break point, because if I look at here's what I'm trying to figure out, and I really don't want to go code diving for this, but you'll notice in the LearnDB entry it says the kinds of spiders you get vary with evocations. At really high evocations, you get the occasional ghost moth. Really high evocations. What's that number? You know? Because if we could get a ghost moth, that would turn LeBron James over here into a very easy boss. Yeah, see, I thought it was 20s too, but I was trying to bust out my spiders versus Cerebob, and I was having... Hey, Legend Destroyer, thanks for the follow, man. I was trying to bust it out against Cerebob, and I was getting no moths, so... Why is it the best item in the game? Hey, LeBron. It is amazing because it works. At high evocations, it does really good things, but even at low evocations, it just does... well, you know the phrase action economy, right? You know, I take an action, and how many things did I get by doing that action? Because for every action I'm taking, my enemies around me are going to be taking some number of actions. So with the sack, you get allies, you get to web the enemy at the same time, maybe, which means that they're essentially netted, which is a good thing if you want to run away, and the allies are a good thing if you want to run away. And then, like, secret third option, if you have high enough evocations, you're even having a chance of getting ghost moths, which can just shut off the enemy abilities. So for action economy, Sack of Spiders is just outrageous. It offers, not guaranteed escape, but fairly redundant escape. Because, like, even if the web doesn't happen, you might get allies that are in the way of the enemy and stop them from hitting you, or literally blocking them. Or even if they're not literally blocking them, the enemy, I think, might choose to attack the spiders. And if you have a few more turns than like, oh god, I'm going to die next turn, you've got allies on the field that can do really good damage, actually. So it's just like a kind of a wombo combo of like really really good things, and that's why that LearnDB entry says it's the best item in the game. And I don't often find myself agreeing with opinions on LearnDB, but that one I think I will agree with. SAC is really really good. Ghost Moth 0% at 24. 6.14% at 27. I don't know if this was been altered. That looks right to me. Like I feel like it's just absurdly high. Like I don't think it's possible for me to get ghost moths right now. But hell, let's try it. Oh, the other thing is the tarantellas. They can confuse they can confuse enemies. It's beautiful. I should have brought a magic anti-magic weapon. Oh, sick. They actually webbed LeBron. Yeah, okay, so I really should talk about this. Like, almost every monster that comes out of the sack of spiders has some cool thing that it does. Um, like the jumping spider webs the guys. The tarantella confuses the guys. I mean, the ghost moth completely turns off all their abilities, like I said. I mean, it's honestly outrageous. Even redbacks are kind of useful for the massive poison. Suspend your channel after watching EV4. Getting into DCSS, been enjoying your elliptic streak. Awesome, man. Decided to follow here, maybe try and catch you now and again. It's too late now and got university in 6 hours. Yeah, I've been streaming a little too late lately, but I will generally try to do it at 6 p.m. EST weekdays. My schedule's been kind of messed up lately, but Strider, I definitely appreciate. I like the fact that you are enjoying my content, and I hope you continue to enjoy it. And I'm happy to see you in the stream whenever you can make it. One jumpy spooter. All right, we're just gonna swing on him. We're getting kind of not hurt too much actually by. Okay. All right, there's the tornado. Hold on a minute. His EV is really high, but let's. I should have acided him while he was in the web. Just gonna try to acid him now. Got him. Ah, man, a wizard. I'm gonna go ahead and potion petition. Heal wounds, might agility, or resistance, might, haste, brilliance. We're gonna go with the one that gives haste and might. Did the wizard just die? Or did he just get moved through a wall? It's hilarious. Oh no. It's throwing this actual data structure from the crawl code at me. Oh god, I hate these. Alright. Ghost Moth 0, flat Mons 0. I guess I need to know what that constant is. I don't understand why there are zeros there, or how the code interprets that. Everything else looks pretty. Yeah, I don't know. That's some kind of. I don't know what that means. I don't know what the code's doing with that. Oh, okay. 21, 27, 18. Is that? Are those character levels? They can't be because like Worker Ant has 0, 13, 80. Yeah, I don't know what the code does with that stuff. Anyway, we're just going to keep meleeing here. I'm a little worried because there's the wizard here. In fact, just for safety's sake, I'm going to disintegrate him because I don't want to get LCS'd. I feel really good about, if he glaciates me, I'm RC+++, I don't care. But it'll do good damage, but I know I'm going to resist a certain amount of it. Whereas if I, get LCS'd, I might not resist any of it. The Rakshasa drowns. Alright. Made some spooters. It's gonna walk. Swing. Oh, there it is. There's our glaciate. Yes, I can use the figurine to escape. It's very, very handy. Just trying to get the kill. Oh, God. I don't know exactly how much glaciate can do to me. Well, let's check on that, because LeBron is getting really feisty. Really feisty this game. 10 to 132. How much percentage of that? 55% of it is resisted with AC only. Alright, so roughly half. He can't one-shot me right now, but damn, it's close. Yeah, Lam Laban, high roller over here. Let's potion petition. Heal wounds, haste, agility. Okay. We have agility now. Do we still have blink? I should have done the holy word meme on him, I think. Ouch. Alright, so we used sack of spiders, but nothing actually happened. That's the one downside to the sack. Gonna get another heal wounds. Okay. Swing, and he blinks. So Glaciate does more damage the closer you are to the enemy. And that works both ways. So this whole meme of 10 to 132 damage, I don't know how much is affected by that, unless that whole thing's changed. So I'm really tempted to Holy Word here. He has low hit points is the thing, compared to most Hell Lords. He only has 389, which is a lot, but it's like half of what Antaeus has. Frankly, I'm tempted to just grab his rune and leave. There's a lot of things I'm tempted to do, I guess. I know this asshole's going to start healing himself if I don't like kill him immediately. He teleported away from the rune. Might be a good idea. Yeah, he blinked. The thing is, he'll chase me, and I really don't want to. I don't want to have to deal with like a super pissed off Lam LeBron James Loban on every single floor that I go to from here on out, or God forbid during the orb run. I mean, I could. It's definitely an option, but if he were to show up on the same floor as Manolag or something, it'd be pretty horrible. Like in general, I try to kill these guys. In general, but not always. There are times that I don't. I'm gonna take a step. I'm gonna order my dudes to attack. He can't actually. I don't think I'm even in Glaciate range right now. No, I'm not. Okay. Oh, he's healing. Oh, man. Man, forget this. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go for the rune. This character's not good at dealing with those particular shenanigans. Lam LeBron will always require a certain amount of careful, if you want to kill him, he's one of those guys that you either have to reset the fight 30 times, or you've got to have a very particular set of skills in order to do it consistently. And this character doesn't have a particular set of skills. He's very, very good at only one thing, which is smacking things with his sword. Now, if I had anti-magic, we could... Is there even a good anti-magic weapon? You have to be Liam Neeson, that's true. None of those are swords, unfortunately. Lam LeBron dunks on another hapless player. Whatever, I took his rune away. Hold on a minute. Double sword. Demon Blade. We're going to look for an exit. If there's an exit, we're going to take it, because I want to look at that Demon Blade and see if it's anti-magic, because that would be the tool. That would be the tool, wouldn't it? You know, you stack anti-magic on his ass a couple times and he turns into a very harmless kitten, but if you don't do that, he's an asshole who tornadoes you and then heals himself for like 300 damage. Neither of these are Black Suns, right? Oh god, he is. And he's hasted. Oh. Charmed. Very good. Yeah, hasted Dispel Undead doesn't sound like a good time to me. Looking for an exit, looking for an exit. Probably not one to be had. Nope, just these three. Alrighty, alrighty, let's go. It's Glork's luck. I really hope that LeBron didn't show up on this floor. I don't remember if there is a warning. It's like, hey, LeBron's here to be very upset at you, but I don't want to deal with him in any event, so. Let's take a look at Glork's real fast in the old lookup. He does have Dispel Undead. We're not about to get memed on by Glork's Block today. No warning. Thank you, man. It shows you how often I do extended, which is not very often. 3d 25, 75 damage. We should be okay. Alright, I feel wonderful. We just found 7 charges of digging. That's just very good. We can tank these executioners, you know, forever. They're just very easy for us. Our defenses are so good. Dispel Undead is the real risk here. I think there are Cursed Skulls here too, but who cares? You know, what are they going to do to me? I guess they could summon Revenants, which could dispel on me. This would be a good place to farm. Glork's is indeed vulnerable to netting. It's a very, very powerful move. Sometimes Glork's just turns into a galaxy brain guy and runs backwards through his dudes. And I don't know what causes him to do that, or if that's just like confirmation bias, me thinking that happens. How did I take damage here? I guess I actually just got hit by the Executioner. Okay. Come on, Shadow Demon. He backed away, I think. Okay. Alright, here's Glork's. So, things to remember about Dispel Undead. There's only 4 tiles of range to it, so it's kind of like LCS in that way. It's very short range, high damage. So, problem is this character has to get in close if he wants to do damage. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna. Wow, what a sad sack! Look at this lonesome Tarantella that came out of my sack. That is the most pathetic sack I've seen in my life. That's wow. It's Beast instead. Only one Spooter. Okay, I'm gonna take a step. Is he fast? Oh, he's very fast. Crap. I forgot about that. That's a big issue. Let's teleport. We want to take out, even if we're not afraid of his executioners, we want to take out his entourage before. Yeah, he's speed 20. So that means he's spitting out, if I'm not hasted, I think that means for every action I take, for every speed 1 action I take, he's taking 3 actions. Is that about right? So if I'm not like attacking with my sword quickly, that means that he can do 75, 150. Oh, only 2 actions. Okay, then yeah, 150 damage. Well, tanking 7 executioners would only tickle this character, but tickling might be what puts me over the edge if Glork's Vlok is involved. Effectively speed 10. Yeah, right. As a base speed race for sure. I tell you guys, I don't feel good about just bailing on LeBron, but we'll make it work. Ah. No. No, this didn't work. That's our last teleport. Okay, this could be better. I guess I could start swinging and have fine control over my actions that way. He can't, I don't think he can take 2 actions if I swing, because I hit at 0.8 speed. Oh, there it is. Okay, this is officially horrifying. I need my teleport to kick in. I'm going to swing one more time. We're not below 75 yet. Okay, good. I mean, not good, but better. We don't have any more teleport, though, so what the hell am I going to do? I can no longer reset the fight safely. Need a good petition. We could farm Abyss. That's a real thing we could do. He doesn't have Abjuration, does he? No, he does. Oh my god, I was trying to avoid this. The thing is, you can go into the Abyss with a weapon, and it will not make you leave Pandemonium once you come back. Of course, we need to be careful in here, because number 1, we're in Abyss 5. Number 2, this is a mummy, so Wretched Stars will take us to stat 0 just ludicrously quickly. I don't think we can make shops in Pandemonium, unfortunately. So that means my dreams of buying a scroll shop are pretty much dashed, because we cannot leave Glork's Lock's floor, because if we leave his floor, then we never get the rune. Hey, Clef. I abyssed myself because I had some trouble with Glork's Block, and I ran out of teleport potions, or teleport scrolls, rather. And, well, I'd rather not face him without a teleport scroll, so we used a weapon. Used a weapon to abyss ourselves in order to, Yep, this is going to be a 15 rune game. I used the lamp there because I didn't want to get paralyzed. If there's 5 masses on the screen, they can paralyze you. We are missing the glowing rune, that's Monoleg, abyssal, dark rune, that's Glork's Flock, and iron rune from Dis. Uh-oh. There's our boy. That's the wretched star. That's the one I'm afraid of. What's this now? Dude, just potion petition. Greed is good. Alright. There was an exit down here. I'm getting boned, so we're gonna take it. Got apportation available. You want me to apport the rune? I'd have to get past Mr. Glorks to do that. You know, we could just farm Glorks' floor, but that only gives us gold. Which, I mean, certainly helps. You know, it lets me potion petition as many times as I want, but it doesn't give me scrolls. Let's test it. Let's see if we can make a shop. I'm like 99% sure we can't. No merchants are willing to come to this location. It's treacherous merchants. Contam. Dude, sorry, they're afraid. I want those merchants to be a little more manly. Alright, so when we get the Contam effect, that is going to effectively mutate us, but we're undead, we don't mutate, so that means it takes our stats away. So what we'll do is we'll farm up kills from this floor to get the experience to fix our stats before we try to go into the abyss again. Imagine the poor merchants left there after you're done with them. I don't know, man, they'll get a lot of sales from the demon spawn here. Seems like they'd have a, you know, rip-roaringly good business opportunity there. Farms pan to farm abyss more. Well, we're making money, okay? And this is making us more capable of taking this fight. Of course, I could get teleported. I could get teleported right into Glorks' face. Just do a zig. Yeah, the zig is still a valuable reset, as Adort says. It's just too good for me to sort of casually go into right now. Although once we get off this floor, we could go into the other ziggurat and do a few floors. That'd be okay. Okay, our stats are back again. There it is. Oh no, there it is. Teleported and... Oh my god. Ah, we can get confused. It doesn't last very long, but see, because we... I wonder if I had been swapping, if that would be possible. No, I didn't have the... See, the thing is, it's the weapon. I was taking the thing off, I wasn't swapping. So, I have to wonder... Yeah, I have to wonder if I swap, is it possible for me to get confused through... I mean, is the clarity considered to be on my character at that point? It shouldn't be, by all logic, but I suspect that's how it works. Like, I suspect I can't be confused if I do it that way, in that particular way. At least I hope so. Try making a kill hole. Yeah, but then I have to be in a kill hole with Glorks, which ordinarily is a pretty sweet proposition, but for this character, he can do 150 damage to me every turn. Or 75 if I'm hasted. Anybody who tells you that undead automatically have an easy time in extended, they're not paying enough attention to all the sources of dispel that exist. Exactly, Tony. It's like that scene in The Watchmen or whatever. Okay. Oh man, this floor has become full of garbage. I just want my gold, please. Okay. I'm gonna make sure yeah, there we go. But that makes me worried for trying to abyss myself. Yeah, I mean, if we're hasted and we have infinite gold, we can effectively overheal any amount of Dispel Undeads that he does, but that doesn't mean that I want to test that theory. We're swapping now to, by the way, to make sure I don't get teleported and then confused. At least hopefully it blocks that. Ah, Contam. Yeah, Banana Cat, I think so too. Yeah, I mean, sadly, the Abyssal Portal would mean that I can't get the rune, but as you say, you knew that. It is funny, I agree. Okay. Our stats are back. There we go. Too bad we can't make a shop here either. Although this at least makes more sense. I mean, this is like a chaotic hellscape that's always changing. I mean, your shop could be obliterated in an instant. But I really do think shops would do well. I mean, if you think about it, demons got to buy equipment too, right? Okay, the rune's in here. Let's go get it. Yeah, that's true, but I'm thinking of how the walls appear in random places. Your shop would absolutely get destroyed super fast. Oh, it's Juggy. I feel good about fighting Juggy. Juggy goes down easy. Okay, having the rune actually is very meaningful. We'll find exits way more often. And that's just great. Ah! Don't hellfire me, bro. We have no telly, by the way, so being on Abyss 5 is not exactly the safest thing I've done in my life on this character right now. Ah, man. I just wish that I had some means of regenerating my hit points a little bit more. Let's go Mock Lab. I wish I had. This would be a lot more straightforward if I had made a different god choice. I tell you, I'm actually tempted. I am pretty tempted to swap to Uskawa or something. He would be doing more for me right now. Crap, we could get paralyzed. It's no good. I emulated specifically so I could kill this crap. There we go. Okay. Ooh, okay. Perfect. I think I have to leave and not get my well-earned piles of gold, sadly. Hope no one heard that. Hope no one heard what? Am I wearing orange crystal plate? I'm wearing crystal plate plus 14. Oh, there was 14 explode. Oh, I see. Yeah, this is right. It was Abyss 5, so that would be exactly why I didn't want to stick around and try to pick up all my gold. But yeah, believe it or not, orange crystal plate did spawn. If I can, yeah, it did spawn in the shop for 5,924 gold. But no, this is more of a melee guy, so I went with the super strong, fully enchanted crystal plate, white 194. And now we're just kind of stuck farming a little bit of gold up as we try to find a teleport scroll from Abyss. The angel is wearing orange crystal plate. No, there's no way, because we already found it in a shop that can't spawn twice. I don't remember seeing anything like that though. Anyway, just trying to get my intelligence back here. We're a little bit drained. Okay, back up. What do you guys think? 6,500 gold. Is that enough? I mean, the big thing is evokes. Swap to GV and become a caster. I mean, we could go into the Abyss and go hunting for altars is the thing. And unironically swap to something. Obviously not GV, he's dead, but you know, Usk would be pretty strong on this character and would solve a lot of our issues. I think I have enough evocations now, almost, to get Ghost Moths. And that's the other thing. If I can just get the Ghost Moths online, it doesn't matter if I have teleport or not, I can just use those. So maybe I'll just do the easy thing and farm up this floor for a while. Yeah, so if you have just absurdly high evocations, you can get Ghost Moths out of your sacks of spiders. And if you do that, then, well, it's a ranged anti-magic, so you can imagine how good that is versus enemies where they do enormous amounts of damage, you know. With abilities that are anti-magicable. I mean, like Glork's Vlock, my fear is that he's so quick and he can just cast Dispel Undead, Dispel Undead, Dispel Undead, but if he gets anti-magic a couple times, a couple stacks, he suddenly is just not doing that. I don't know, now that I think about it, I'm not sure if that's... I'm not sure. I'm not sure if 6.14% makes sense. Also, I screwed up. I didn't mean to take off my exclusions here. Just wander the floor looking for guys. We're just training evocations. I'm sorry about the farming, but sometimes it makes sense. And honestly, the game does not stop you from doing this on certain combos. It really doesn't stop you from doing it on any combo, you know. No, the Panlord does not wander the floor. He guards his rune, is the thing. We're a farmer now. Well, we're a mummy. We're supposed to farm. This makes your streak invalid. No, I was already told that my streak is invalid because of a variety of really dumb, arbitrary rules some guy made up about, you know, only so many turns allowed for 3 runes or whatever. I don't know. I don't care. It's very simple. If you win the game, then it counts. Although I do think there's plenty of room for arguments to be made that like one streak is more difficult than another one. You know, like let's say if Kunix went and he certainly has the skill to do this. If he went and he won like 100 deep dwarves in a row. Thank you for the follow, Ryderin. You know, and he's the guy who won 39 deep dwarves in a row, and then he did it again. These deep dwarf fighters. Let's say he did that. Um, okay, I mean, he would have. I would not argue that he does not have the longest streak in DCSS. He would. Now, would he have the longest like reasonably difficult streak in DCSS? Probably no. But I mean, you couldn't say that he doesn't have at least the nominal title. You know, I think that it would be like a less impressive streak probably. But that I mean, the bottom line is like when you keep adding sort of stipulations to things, it becomes very arbitrary. Although I do think that some of them make perfectly good sense, at least in the case of like the combos need to be not the most powerful thing in the game, you know, exclusively. Limited turn runs would be an interesting category. I mean, yeah, that's where it gets really arbitrary and subjective, and I agree it would be an interesting category, but I mean, it would be different. And it's like it's not like I wouldn't be interested in that category, but it's not. I don't think anybody at this point really cares about that kind of thing. And if they do, I mean, here's the thing: DCSS already caters to people who want to do low turn count. It's called a turn count run, you know, and you get score for it, and people do compete for high scores. But the thing is, it's actually kind of the opposite of what streaking is, because if you're trying to minimize your turn count, you're actually taking insane risks 24/7, and that is a wholly different sort of experience than what this is, which is me sort of demonstrating top level survival play in DCSS, where it's like you're trying to make the smartest decisions possible so that your character always maximizes his chances of not dying. Gamma Funk seemed fond of some win metric that calculates how many wins after a certain XL. Splat ratio, I think, is what that is. And I mean, it's not a very good metric, I don't think, because unless the person has declared that they're only playing their account when they're like 100% on the ball, paying attention, and being careful. Because by the way, people play for fun. I don't know if this is like a crazy concept to the devs of this game, but there are people who, probably the vast majority of people, don't play this game like me. They're just playing around. You know, they're not always on their A game trying to win as much as possible. So your splat ratio is largely meaningless unless you're playing, you know, top of your game all the time. But I think the general argument that it's a lot harder to die in the late game than the early game, that's true, for sure. People do what? How are we doing? 25 evocations. We might as well just go all the way to 27. There's no reason not to. Yeah, no, I don't have fun. I don't think it's a good thing to do. Go for the 10k gold. That sounds good. Just gonna call my girlfriend in here and have her press O and tab on my computer for a while. Is that gonna invalidate the streak, I wonder? Actually, fun was considered bloat in early 2019 and was removed from DCSS, so it's not possible, thankfully. Fun is suboptimal. I agree entirely. I mean, no, it really is, though. I mean, it's all jokes aside. I think that it's a different kind of fun for sure, but if you don't enjoy kind of going out of your way to have a very disciplined approach to things, and it takes a very particular, perhaps even peculiar kind of person to enjoy that kind of thing. I know this because I am that kind of person. I don't know. It's a very different kind of play, and it's a very different kind of fun. I'll say that much. I think most people would rather just like slam characters against the wall and just sort of see what the game has to offer without trying to sort of be a perfectionist on every single character, and that's fine, man. Like if you're enjoying the game, then go for it, man. Knock yourself out. It's one of the things that's sort of unfortunate in these roguelikes communities is like there is a certain subclass of people who, you know, they think that if you're not enjoying the game the way that they enjoy the game, then you're like worse than them or something. Yeah, Tumalu. I'm picturing like he's like a samurai just like doing the classic super quick dash where he moves faster than the eye can see, and then all the demons just get literally sliced in half. Kind of like that movie. You guys ever see that Keanu Reeves movie? Or what was it, Keanu Reeves? The Equilibrium was the name of the movie, but I don't remember who the star was. I don't think it was Keanu Reeves because that would be too close to the Matrix. No, it was Christian Bale actually, and it's just Christian Bale running around with a gun and a katana, like killing everyone. It's like I don't know. It's like a version of American Psycho except sci-fi, and, and I mean it was kind of like a B movie, but it was genuinely entertaining. Oh, it was great. They had this thing called gun kata, and it was so ridiculous where they were like basically fist fighting with guns and swords, and like at one point he gets into this one-on-one combat with this dude, and they're legitimately parrying each. They're like punching each other, and then trying to like shoot each other with their pistols, and they're actually parrying their pistols with the other guy's pistol. It's like, guys, not every shot has to be a headshot. Like you don't have to aim for the head to get the kill. DCSS is super gatekeep. Not all of the players, but yeah, that is one of the things that does bother me about the community, though. I can't. I wish I could disagree that that's like a prominent thing in the community, but it absolutely is. People have no emotions and equilibrium. Drugs take care of that. That's true. Well, not the main character. I don't want to spoil too much, but not everybody is under the control of the drugs. Well, Banana Ken, I appreciate you too. I try to put on a good show for you guys. Gun kata was just over-explained spawn camping. Was it? I don't know. Like when I think of equilibrium, I think of like I think the guys who made that movie, they saw the Matrix and they were like, man, we got to do this shit too. And they just made it as over the top as possible. And everything I'm saying right now, I mean it in the most positive way I possibly can. Because I mean, again, it's a B movie. It's really campy. But I actually loved it. Like you guys should go back and watch it. I know it's really old at this point, but if you get a chance to see that movie, it's a fun time. It's a pretty good action movie. But I am going to take a quick like 2 minute bathroom break here. So I don't usually do this, but just give me a minute here. I'll be right back. Okay, let me just so you guys know. Just so you guys know how to buy Bitcoin, I'll put up this placeholder. So just give me like 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Sorry about this. Alright, I'm back. I don't know why I put Spurto Sparte here. I guess just so you could have something nice and lively to look at. There's really no music for him to dance to, so whoops. But, anyway. Everyone tab into Glorks before he gets back. Yeah, I gotta put up, what do you call it? I could put up Twitch Plays DCSS. That is a really gross message from Gozag there. I'm not paying for that service. Alright. Tab, OTab. That's, I actually made Twitch Plays DCSS, and it pretty much did work out like OTab, OTab, OTab. Also, people trying to put, like, really racist messages in the annotations and things, which, of course, I had to manually deal with. It's like, do you want the Twitch account banned? Like, what? Which I guess they did, but... Anyway, they got to, like, D8, and I decided that there wasn't enough interest in it, because it was only like 2 or 3 people off and on throughout the course of like a couple weeks, so I just took it offline. It was just too slow. It had some problems. Anyway, wait a minute. We don't have 10,000 gold yet. Almost. Could be cool to make it into a spectate bot. Less latency. Would that be less latency? Yeah, it definitely was a phenomenon. They chose the right game for it, that's for sure. You know, when you start thinking about Twitch Plays bots, you really instantly start to think about the limitations of the bot, and you need a very peculiar, or excuse me, a very particular type of game. It's got to be. It can't be like it can't be a real-time game. I mean, I know they've probably done that with real-time games, but I imagine it works best. You know, it's got to be turn-based. I'm getting all the runes today, Aardvark, since this is our 50th win. How's our evocations? 26. Hey, buddy. Nice to spell undead. We're being a low-down, dirty farmer right now, Aardvark, because I don't have any teleport scrolls, and that's terrifying. By the way, once we finally kill Glork's Luck, once we do that, we're gonna leave Pan and probably make some shops. Yeah, see, Tony, I was thinking you would have to do some kind of wacky thing like that. And just the latency, it's maddening, I imagine. Man, we could make it to 27. Let's make it to 27. Why not, you know? Let's get that 27 evokes. Maybe I should have been training just that and not my shields too. Then we can start training stealth. Yeah, that'll be very helpful in our crystal plate. I mean, it would be very helpful, I guess, if I wore Boots of the Assassin. And I really think I should have done that, because it occurred to me that we get distraction stabs if we have allies. So we could have done some interesting things with that. Although, you don't even really need Boots of the Assassin for that. If you're using a long blade, technically those already stab, you know? I'm not actually sure, and here's an interesting question, maybe for people to code dive. Boots of the Assassin, I don't know what it makes the item stab like. So, you know, it means you can stab with anything. You could stab with a mace if you wanted to, but does it make it stab like a dagger stabs? Does it make it stab like a long blade stabs? If it makes everything stab like a dagger, that's really strong. Because daggers have the best stabs by far. But, I don't know, maybe. You can stab with unarmed combat, by the way, if you have Boots of the Assassin on. It's pretty cool stuff. Oh yeah, we're already to 26.5. This will be super fast. I think only one more pass.
Farm for 12,345 gold or unsubbed.
Thanks for the bits, man. Welcome to the leaderboard at number 2. I will try to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I was kind of lying to myself thinking I would never have to farm on this character. Because he's a melee guy, because he's a mummy with crappy aptitudes, I mean, it was inevitable. If I want to make the game super safe, and this is a street game, so I do want to make the game super safe, there was going to be some farming sooner or later. Especially on a Gozag mummy, come on. Like, if I don't spend some time farming, I'm just throwing away probably the biggest benefit of playing a mummy. Because, I mean, it can't be all bad, right? Surely there's got to be something good about being a mummy. We should add crafting. What's my rune count? I have 12 runes. We only have 3 to go. We need Manoleg's rune, we need the one in here, and we need the iron rune, so we're pretty close. Pretty close. I've been training hexes and transmutations so I can get Yaras online. One of the reasons I haven't done Dis yet is because you can get petrified in there. And my poor little mummy, he can't drink cancellation, so I want to be able to sort of blast myself with dispelling energy, you know, giga dispel. And I don't care if it nerfs my stats or takes my hit points away. I don't want to be petrified in perhaps the hardest hell. Sounds terrifying. Oh god. I just let myself get marked. Uh-oh. Not so good. Oh, hi, Mark. I think we're far enough away that he won't bug me. At least I hope so. You cannot get cancellation from petition. Makes everything stab like a dagger? Well, thank you, Arcane NH. That's very useful. Oh, shit. Alright, let's think about this. Very bad situation. We don't have teleport. We do have the ability to bail into a ziggurat if need be. But surely that's not what we want to do. We have a ton of gold. Abyss is not an option, because we would have to use our spear or whatever, and dig to that teletrap. That is an option, but Glorx is so fast he'll probably catch up with me, swap spots with his bros, and just start dispelling my ass. But that is a legitimate option, Dunwich, and I do acknowledge that suggestion is good. He can't dispel me right now with his dudes in the way, no. But I'm saying he's so fast he'll swap spots with his guys. Holy Word is kind of a meme here because it takes half my hit points, but I actually might do that because I have so much gold that I can start spamming Potion Petition. You know? I think that's actually a real option. But yeah, no Abyss. If we start swapping, we could end up confused or something here. It would be terrible. Zig is the only way out. Summons, well, I guess I almost have 27 evokes. I could do spiders. But this is a weird spot for it. We're in like a kill hole. So I'd have to sort of dig my way over here and then, I don't know. My instinct is to go for the Holy Word play. And I think we're going to go for the Holy Word play. Dig up, then blink. Well, see, that's the thing. If I wanted to burn my one and only blink scroll, we could definitely do that. But I don't want to. I think what I might do, I want to give myself wiggle room, so to speak. So I might dig this way, and then I have like a place to blink to if things go badly. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I should have, I screwed up. I should have made that diagonal so I can avoid his dispel. That was a fault. And a place to summon ghost mods, yeah. Actually, let's see if he changes sides with his boys. He's not doing it. Okay. Sack. Ghost Moth. Yeah, baby. Okay, he's abjuring. Your Ghost Moth stares at Glork's Vlok. Glork's Vlok's magic leaks into the air. Very good. Very good. That's at least one stack, and we may get more before he gets abjured away. I'm going to double up on his ability to not do anything. I am going to do my Holy Word move. Having my hit points, but also doing damage to Glork's Vlok, and most importantly, meaning that 25% of his actions are just not going to happen. And then when he does take actions, he now has a second stack of anti-magic on him, so that might just not happen. Now we're going to potion petitions. Potion petition. Heal wounds and curing, good. Again, might, agility, haste, and resistance. Hell yeah. Now it's time, baby. Now it's time. I'm going to lamp his dumb ass, and we're going to kill this. And we're just going to go to work on him, actually. We'll wait one turn. I don't want to be in the fire. Okay, I guess I'll go into the fire. Okay, no, I don't have to. There's no way he's casting on me now. He's got about 1 billion stacks of anti-magic. The holiest of mummies. It's true. Alright, one misplay there. I probably shouldn't have waited around next to him. But on the other hand, I knew I had my Moth. And by the way, the Moth anti-magic's in a smite-targeted fashion. So, it's real strong. He didn't need to be in front of me or anything, you know. That was so sick. We also have a path to killing LeBron now if he decides to bother us. Best item in the game. There you go. Now we're cooking with gas. We have the rune. We have 2 more runes to get. You know, LeBron James. He's one of the bosses of this game, Clef. He's what you might call a baller. Perhaps even a big baller shot caller. You know, Lam LeBron. Do I even need... I don't even think I need Telly. I feel pretty confident. Let's just go. I don't need to buy more shops. We'll be fine. Nice. Here's our final rune. Yeah, so we failed to kill Lam LeBron James Loban. And so he'll chase us. He'll chase us a bit. Okay, we got to be very wary of stat damage on this floor. I just kind of tabbed all that stuff like a madman, but I probably shouldn't have. Got a magic map, so we know exactly where what's-his-face is. Okay, we got this layout. Not exactly my favorite layout. The rune is either here, or here, or here, or here. We'll just... I'm going to make a preemptive kill hole here. Why do you say it's the west one? I don't think there's any way of knowing which one it's in. aesthetically disadvantaged things. Yeah. Yeah, we have to call him by that name now. Anything else is offensive. So the Necrozecs are what I don't like here. They can drain my int. We've been very lucky avoiding stat damage so far, but that state of affairs is not necessarily going to continue. Now, I will say something that's lucky. Let me show you guys something cool that just happened. And I may not have even realized this until this exact moment. Strange energies fill your body, right? He mutates me. That ordinarily would kill my stats. You feel odd for a moment. Why didn't I get mutated? It turns out that resist mutation on my Hat of the Alchemist actually applies against the rotting that happens in place of mutation for undead, which makes sense, but honestly, I didn't expect it to work that way because it makes sense. You know, I expected it to sort of be the opposite. I'm not immune to rotting, but yeah, I mean, I'm resistant. Ah, there's my stats going away. We really, crap. We really got to be more careful. Blow up the Necrozek. I really don't want to have an extended conversation with Manoleg here. Hat of best ox slot, yeah. Alright, here's our boy. It's time. Get him. Get him. He's anti-magicked, by the way. I'm going to put him in the net. He really shouldn't be doing much to me now. Watch out for Chaos Brand Paralyze. That's why he's in the net. Because he can't attack me when he's in the net. GG. It's time for Horn. We have freaking 6 intelligence. There's the real danger. It's box time. I mean, I'm truly, well and truly horrified, believe me. I don't want to die here from getting stat zeroed. It doesn't kill you, but it does paralyze you, which is a fate worse than death. Well, it's not worse than death, but it's pretty bad. Should I just MO these guys? Probably not. Damn. If we could just kill stuff really fast. Yeah, up to 7. If we could kill stuff really fast, we could get our power back. What's this crap? A cacodemon comes into view? He had to have just spawned there unless he dug his way through. That's lame as hell. Make another box. Okay, good. There's my faithful bro, the Batshock Beast, zaps over to help me out. Okay, we're gonna lightning him. Very good. There was a time when if you used lightning on 6 Furhees, they charged up and got really fast, but I haven't seen that in forever, so I'm forced to wonder if that was just like a fever dream and I made that up. Yeah, it's very nice to have primal beasts. They are super strong. Okay, come on, keep on taking on the guys who can take out my stats. Oh, the noob trap thing. That's a joke because several of the devs and the friends of the devs have called the Hat of the Alchemist like the worst item in the game, which is one of the reasons why nobody should ever listen to the advice that's given in the main roguelikes Discord, because half the things they say are just totally insane. Like I have the longest streak in the world in this game, so my opinion means something, I think. And I'm telling you that Hat of the Alchemist is probably the best item in the game. in terms of things you can wear. It's really good. They said noob trap, not worst item. All right, I I stand corrected. They said noob trap, not worst item, but I agree that's better, but it's still really really dumb. And that might not sound very nice to say, but I'm sorry, it is. Man, I need allies. Crap. Crap, I need allies, but I don't want to use my sacks. I'm trying to save those. Well, technically you're losing more than 2 AC, because if you were all right, so it's a -2 hat. Hats don't give any AC by themselves. So if you were wearing a helmet instead, you would be getting 3 AC from that. So in theory, you're giving up 5 AC. But I mean, look at what you're getting, dude. Look at what you're getting. You're covering all your resistances, bro. Of course that's worth 5 AC. Are you crazy? Come on. All in one slot, too. And you even get, like, rare resistances like our core, and you get our mute, which is, like, virtually unheard of. You get MR, which is arguably the most important thing in the game. RLX pretty rare, too, and you get that in the slot. I mean, why would you not wear the item? It's amazing. It's worse to call it a noob trap. Well, I mean, it is a noob trap insofar as it traps you into thinking it's bad when you see the -2. It's not a noob trap in the way that they think it is. All right, let's disintegrate this thing. Okay. Let's see if it's west. We'll check the west one first, since I was told that's where it was. You know, I didn't know that the glowing rune of Zot looked like a chunk of meat. I was not aware of that. To clear something up, Tony agrees with Man. You are not crazy. Prior to 0.196, furries could heal from electrical damage, although overcharging could kill them. Interesting. Very interesting. The other west. Okay. Well, I was gonna try north first, so let's see if my instinct was right. Nope. My instinct was wrong too. So we're 0 for 2. Still want to get off this floor if possible. Hey, there we go. Big green rune. Got a nice little collection of portals up here. Let's bottom left corner of the mini-map. No. Alright, there's an abyssal exit. I'll be happy to take that. Alright, boys and girls, we have 14 runes. Are you ready? Are you ready for the grand finale? Oh, there's our exit right here. No, not the actual grand finale. We're not going to this. We're sticking with Gozag. I need to before I go in there, I need to work off my stat damage. Abyss is not the best place to do that. What's the stats on what now? Oh, we're talking about, you're adding iron troll leather armor. Interesting. Okay. Wow, look at this amulet. Star slow, huh? Well, thanks. Zig. Yep, good idea. Let's go into a ziggurat. We'll do a few floors of it. That's perfect. Thanks for reminding me I hadn't gone in yet, Tony. Would you agree that Hat of the Alchemist is about as good as a +15 helmet? Wow. That's a very interesting comparison, and it's almost like apples to oranges, but yeah, I guess I would agree with that, honestly. I mean, you're just getting so much out of one single solitary slot. I mean, 1 pip of resistance for pretty much everything is so crucial, because that's the thing that gets the most. You're getting the most mileage out of it, because it gives you the most percentage of damage reduction. You get half the damage if you have 1 pip of RF or RC. So I mean, it is really strong, is all I can say. I mean, it covers so many potential issues all in one item. It's really hard for me to imagine a situation where you wouldn't want to wear it. I mean, it certainly exists, but pretty rare, I would say. Don't wear Lear, yeah. Oh crap. That's a Revenant right there, that's why I'm taking damage. It's like, how am I taking damage, bruh? By the way, we're about to beat Diesel. I need 31 EV for that to technically be the case. I might rather have a plus 15 hat if I was an Octopode. No, I don't think so, because like Octopodes don't have GDR, so is that Falchion good? I doubt it. If it's like a plus 12 of anti-magic, we might grab it. Nope. Hey, I was told by the best crawl player of all time that Falchions are Falchions plus stealth plus Zen is the ultimate way to play this game. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. Int plus 2, MR plus 2 ring. We don't need that. Okay. Let's go down. Falchions can be good in the early game. Like any other weapon, really. Alright, here's these damn statues. We could see our int just disappearing here. Certainly not a thing that we want to happen. Let's go down. Kill this statue. Okay, we're okay. We'll just fight in the corner. This is fine. Oh god, corrosion. I might have to Yars myself. Oh god. Malcolm posted a screenshot. Oh yeah, the Cobalt thing, yeah. Okay, good. These scattershotted. We're okay with minus 8 corrosion here. It's fine. I just didn't want to get any more corrosion. To sent this guy to death. The funniest thing about that comment from Leo is that like he had no context whatsoever. I had just posted the screenshot, and he immediately started offering his opinion. And of course, as usual, it made no sense whatsoever. And normally, like ordinarily, I would never make fun of someone for, you know, not being very good at the game, but he seems to think he's like the best. But he refuses to win any games. And he has all these very forceful opinions, but he won't listen to anybody's advice on how to get better, even though he's never won a game. So it's a little frustrating when someone acts like that. Is all I'd have to say about that. Let's enchant up our spear for fun. I'd say that if you want to get better at something, trying to be as humble as possible. No, he has played, Tony. I can confirm that because at one point, and I've been unable to find this. I don't know if he took it offline or what, but at some point he had a Vimeo account with a video on there of him spending like 4 hours messing around, I think, in Swamp. So he has played Crawl at least one time, and he wasn't terrible. You know, he wasn't terrible. I'll say that much. I think he did okay. Well, the thing is, like, playing offline is fine, and I wouldn't make fun of you for that. But he doesn't claim to have wins. I mean, to his credit, he at least doesn't lie. He says he doesn't have any wins. So I don't understand why you would try to say you're the best. Well, he doesn't say he's the best, but to say you're really good at a game if you haven't won it, or to hold forceful opinions, I guess I should say, in a game that you haven't won yet. You know, this is just one orb of fire, refining the early game. Well, he was talking about changing he referred to it as changing the meta. of the game. Let's do haste and resistance here. And it just struck me as really weird because, I mean, how do you change the meta of a game that you don't really understand? How do you understand a game that you haven't won yet? You know? Damn, no might. Just use heal ones and curing. Let's, you know what? I'm going to use a sack. That didn't work. I want to kill this dragon because I want to get the Gozag effect happening. Now we're just going to swing on the Orb of Fire. It's not working. I'll Potion Petition one more time. And there we go. There's Might and Agility. Something essential combos. I don't know. He's an interesting guy. I can say that much about him. I mean, definitely one of those very forceful personalities, which I can respect because, I mean, obviously I have the same condition, but I don't know. I think you have to when you have a personality like that, you have to temper it with some amount of humility at least once in a while. I think, because I mean it's very easy, you know, especially if you happen to be like a person who tends to be good at things. You could be the smartest person in the world. I don't care, man. Like, you have to put in the work if you want to get good at something, and so that's where that humility comes in. You can't, you know, you're not going to be an expert at something right off the bat. I don't know, Balrogs were causing me some issues earlier, actually, but I only had RF plus, and like I think they're supposed to be more casters than anything else. Like, if they fireball you enough times, if you don't have RF plus plus or higher, I mean, you'll feel it. But yeah, I mean, melee, it's kind of funny how the higher tier demons suck in melee. If you want to get a good laugh, look at Brimstone Fiend melee, and realize that like even middling AC is pretty good against them if they are punching you for some reason. All right, let's. What floor are we on? 8. Let's go down. Okay. Huh. We should be okay to tab here, except I'm gonna enslave this guy. And this guy. I just want to kill the Iron Giant. Okay. Big risk is gone. And we got 53 AC. I think we're okay. Hey, 25 shields. Hell yeah. Dude, let's train dodging because I want that diesel. I know it doesn't actually matter. Like, I understand it's not an actual breakpoint that does anything, but it is cute for us to finally have a diesel character, so let's do that. We'll train dodging until we have 31 EV. Identify. Is there a phantom mirror? There is. Staring me in the face. Okay. I do use phantom mirrors. I just had apparently used all of mine up, and they'd go off of auto pickup, and I don't really bother to force them to always be on auto pickup. Phantom mirrors are great. They're particularly good during the orb run, but there's other places where they're nice. How are we doing on scrolls? We found 1 telly. We have 3 blink now. That's nice. 5 summoning. That's pretty sweet. 4 ammo. 4 ammo will be handy in here, though. We may go ahead and finish. There we go. Yeah, baby. Hell yeah. Big explosions. Let's kill the bird. Oh, the bird's wrecking me. Let's do a horn. I know those guys will be hostile to me as soon as they get exploded on, but hot mummy on mummy action. Yeah, this is Not safe for Twitch, what's happening right here. There we go. Train long blades to 27. We could do that. That is a thing we could do. But I wanted to get my EV to 31. Sadly, the death curses have dropped it to 29 with my strength penalty. Oh no. Okay. Necro to 27, swap to Kiku, get a +9 double Sword of Pain. What a sequence of events you've detailed there. I don't think any of that's going to happen, probably. We must not betray our family. We must remain an honorable samurai. I believe in myself. Will not succumb to the path of magic. Oh, this could be bad. Why don't we get rid of this Ghost Moth? I see it's a shapeshifter. Kiku Torment Resistance. Oh, yeah. Gotta get that Torment Resistance on this character. Super, super crucial. Of course, of course. Yeah, Panlord Floor would be pretty ugly. I think we'd probably just blink on past that. I'm excited, but I probably shouldn't be. Let's find out what this is. It's, I forget this amulet. That is a regen cloak. You guys, do I want to trade 2 AC? Do I want to trade 2 AC for regen? I think I actually do. Because unironically, sustaining through stuff is the biggest issue on this character. I think the 2 points of AC, I'm still Diesel. I mean, yeah, like Tony said, I'm still Diesel. I think we're doing this, you guys. Because that's just really nice for the kind of character we're running right now. I'm totally okay with it. Seems great. Seems great, man. Hop out now or Zig 12. Well, didn't I say I was going to finish a Zig? I might not make good on that promise because I'd like to finish the game tonight. Hey, buddy. That's right. That's right. Mighted 20-headed Hydras. Yeah, the Elephant's an issue. We'll probably focus him down, I guess. Ah, there's the slow. Hey, what's up, Eyes Face? How you doing, man? Let's see if I can't catch the... Wow, what a lamp! What a badly aimed lamp. I wanted to catch the snail, but no such luck. We'll get him with the lightning. No, he's out of line of sight. Okay. He's just carefully staying right out of range. Angel Floor would be a problem. You know what? I'm going to kill more little things, and that's because I want more Gozag. Distract. There we go. No more slow for me. Yeah, I don't know what I would do in an Angel Floor. Try to blink away, maybe. Potion petition a lot. It's generally the move, right? Actually, no. You cannot recursive zig. You cannot. Oh no, it's the scale mail of Gozag Scorn. You can't make a zig inside of a zig. That is not possible. 3 scrolls of blinking, huh? Zig Inception. I don't know, I want some loot. I want some more loot. We have 3 telly now, that's nice. How's our spells coming along? 52% Yaras. Oh, we have 31 EV. We are Diesel. We are Diesel, finally. Hexes, transmutations, spellcasting, 10, 15, let's say 12, I guess. We really want to get that Yara's online. It's only 52% is the thing, so I can't really rely on it to unpetrify myself, right? On the other hand, they get a couple of attempts, so it's probably okay. If you wear the scale mail, I'll tell your mom. Okay, Gozag. You know what? I've had it. If I start getting petrified and I feel like it's going to make me die, I'm just going to go into a ziggurat. Amen, Tumalu. It's the only option. It's the only option. It's the only option that mummies have for unpetrifying themselves. I think that maybe the Rue draw up power might turn it off, but I don't think so. Delicious, awful spell power. I mean, I wanna be able to cast it in my crystal plate. Is why we have to train. We have to train in the anti-gravity chamber. I just did a real bad fault. I should not have just tabbed that malign tentacle, because it'll do less damage to you. Yeah. Would be nice if I was in less heavy armor, because you're right, I am increasing my spell power as I train. Petition for Brilliance. Yeah, see, I had considered that as an option, but unfortunately it's not super reliable. Rue's draw out power cancels petrification. Yeah, Rue is a solid god for mummies for that exact reason. It also stops it also stops confusion. It's one of the only activated abilities, and this is wild. It's an activated ability that you can use while confused to stop confusion, but you only get the one. So, because like once you use it, you're exhausted for a while, so it's kind of painful. Anyway, we got real lucky. We found a shaft. Let's hope it's multi-floor. It is not, but that's okay because we have a hatch. Go down. 2 magic mappings left. We can start using those like candy once we go a little deeper. I don't think we need to yet, though. When used, you regain hit points, mana, free yourself from nets, webs, constriction, cure petrification, slow, and confusion. Yeah, that's pretty sick. I actually didn't know that it busts you out of nets. Really interesting. What's the rune count? We only have 1 left, actually, Arament. This is Dis, the most dangerous place in the game for a mummy, and perhaps most other characters. We're going to keep that bribe up, by the way. Remember that bribe? Feels like a million years ago now, but do you remember me putting that bribe up back when I was in Tartarus? Well, it transfers to all the other hells, so quite nice. Spider is the most dangerous place for mummies. Fair. Fair point, although I will make the argument that at least it is possible, if not very likely, to find an item that makes you totally safe in Spider, to where you can't be confused. In fact, we found both. Orange Crystal Plate Armor and the Katana. There's actually a third one, come to think of it, which is 4 Winds, the Amulet. But if you don't happen to have gotten absurdly lucky and found those things, I will agree with you that Spider is probably more dangerous than Dis for the level that you're at. Although if you go to Spider, if you skip it and you go back and do it when you're 27, even if you get confused, you're probably fine. Or you probably have the ability to never get hit by Tarantellas. But yep, it's definitely a fair point. If I had gotten, I mean, we got lucky. We got Shoals and Snake, but if I get Spider on a mummy, that run becomes a special challenge run, which means that I don't go into Spider unless I have clarity or I'm level 27. Although there are ways to force yourself to get clarity. You could go Ashen Zari. Yeah, bribe is waning. We're not going to refresh it until it's gone, though, because I'm greedy. Actually, let's magic map. Let's not magic map, because there's a hatch. Oh, this could be good. This could be sick nasty. Land me next to the rune, please. Maybe. There's a Hell Sentinel, maybe. Okay, first, okay, we're gonna magic map. Oh, I am next to the rune, you guys. This is it, right? Am I wrong? I think this is it. Hells yeah. Okay, sack. Oh, look at these bros! I'm a moth keeper. This is one sack. Let's order them to stop this dude from hellfiring me. Yeah, we'll go ahead and refresh the bribe, you're right. Whoops, I don't want to fund a merchant. Shit! I hit the wrong button, you guys. Alright, just casually bringing... So let me get this straight. You can make a shop in the Hells, but you can't make it in Pandemonium. I guess because Pandemonium is chaotic or whatever, and you can never go back to that floor. General store it is. I guess we'll buy this telly. That could actually be useful. Okay, bribe. I think Gozag has something to say about this. Demons need equipment too. They do. That absolute floor depth. I wish it worked like that still. Alright, here's our boy. Take thy face hence, whilst thou art whole, you mummy-lit. Just kidding, he didn't call me a mummy-lit like Ereshkigal did. That's a very, very foul, racist insult that Ereshkigal threw at me. Okay, another sack. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh my god. This is the time, man. There, it's happening, look. Not only am I getting petrified, it's in the middle of like the worst possible spot in the game where it could be happening. This is exactly what I was afraid of. So we have a couple options. No, I'm not going to do the zig. That's actually, I think that's too slow. If I make the zig and then I try to go in, I think I get petrified before I end up inside. I was warned to take thy face. That's true. Tella and Prey is an option. I think I'm going to try to Yars myself first. And it works. Suck it, hell effects. How you like me now? Anyway, he is, you know, nettable. So we're just going to get him. Some of the Ghost Moths are angry now, which is unfortunate, but I don't need my magic, so I don't care. Okay, we're not doing too much to him, because Japanese steel is really not that strong. But we'll break him down. We're chopping this tree down. Nets are still some of the dumbest pieces of code the game has to offer. I mean, it is funny. You're the lord of an entire layer of hell, and you're getting dunked on by a piece of cloth, basically. I have to say, like, that shouldn't be possible. I really think they should all be too big to be netted. But then again, TRJ gets dunked on by nets as well. This guy brought a net. We're boned. Yeah. Yep. Okay, let's telly. One stringy boy. Alright. This was a really good telly. We're just gonna casually walk on out of here because we happen to know the exit is right here. Bye. GG, 15 runes. Alright, I think I'm going to not make good on my promise to do a Ziggurat on this character. I could do it, but it would require a lot of farming. I don't want to have to do it with melee. I would probably, if I was going to do a Zig on this guy, I would farm Abyss for 4 billion years. Yeah, it wasn't really a promise either. But Nah, I think it's going to be more fun if we just go ahead and win. There's our 15 runes, though. Don't splat in Zot 5. I'll do my best. We haven't actually entered Zot 5 yet, so... Oh yeah, we have a bribe. I preemptively bribed in here. Wow, I guess I made like an investment in bribing in Zot. In retrospect, that was probably a bad idea, because, I mean, I could have used that 3,000 gold during my adventures in Pan, but I'm happy for it right now, so thank you past me, I guess. Alright, I'd like to magic map, but we don't have it. Let's just auto-explore. Interesting. Hey, I see a Saplex. Thank you so much, man. 414 bits. Very good. Very cool, man.
Zod, Zod, Zod.
Zot, zot, zot. Alright, there's a really convenient... I love this. There's a really, really, really convenient mark trap there. So we're going to be able to pull the bad boys right out of the lungs. And have a grand old time. But before we do that, let's clear out the rest of the floor. ICO Saplex rocketing to the front of the leaderboard there. Very good, very good. Alright, I'm going to mark myself on purpose. This is something I do on a lot of characters, you know, and we'll just fight right here. Oh man, those orbs of fire are on our side and they burn through my bribe super fast. Let's bribe again. A mummy formicid just so I can't drink or teleport. Do you enjoy pain? Are you a masochist perhaps? Oh, this is the Orb of Fire, Zot. The special floor, I think, where you get more orbs of fire than usual. So I kind of want to just get the rune, or get the orb, and leave. But that's greedy. Uh-oh, okay, I should be more careful. Clown. I didn't think there were enemy clowns on the table, but there are. My bribe ran out again, damn. Uh-huh. Yeah, there's enough for another bribe. I don't like to use a third bribe here, but I'll do it. It's I'm low on money. Just melee him, I guess. Let's... The thing is, the orbs of fire can't kill each other, you see. So I gotta rely on my liches doing that for me, unless I want to do the work myself, which of course I don't. Or I could, you know, I could use my sack and whatnot, but I'm trying to save. Just gotta let this stuff sort of clear itself out a little bit. Look at all these orbs, man. I wish I had wands of acid. That would be a good way to get into the mix here. Alright, I'll use sack. Perfect. That is 4 orbs of fire. Consumable attrition. That's true. It's time. We need buffs. That's a good one. Let's kill the one to the right of me first. We can probably fight all this, I think. No Ice Blast either. Damn, we are messing up bad. Sack time. I wish I had more gold. We might end up having to, if they zerg me, I can Yara them. Okay. We might end up having to go to the Zig. Wouldn't be the end of the world. To be honest, I kind of want to farm more gold now anyway. I should have made a better kill hole is what I should have done. Despotter staff. That is something we could actually bust out right here if we wanted to. We have 27 evoke, so I could show it off, but our hit points are kind of low. I wonder. I forget exactly how much it does. That's not so bad. I don't want to get hellfired myself, though. Ouch. I'll do one more. That's pretty sick, right? I forgot how fun that is at 27 evokes. So the Staff of Despotter does a Hellfire effect. It takes away your mana and your hit points as it does it. But in exchange, it does more damage than you can shake a stick at. Look at this. 1, 2, 2 Hellfires to kill an Orb Guardian at 27 evokes. It's insane. 1, 2, just erases everything. Really good. This is our main weapon now. Well, it's pretty dangerous to use on the Orb Run. You really don't want to be hurting yourself, especially on a character that can't regen. But yeah, it'll take out Orbs of Fire for you, I'll tell you that much. And it kills everything in here, man. It's great. All right, do we have the cojones to do a no bribe Orb Run? I think we do. Like I said, worst case scenario, we can always go into the Ziggurat. Although technically we're still on the Orb Run. In there, we'd have to find a way into the Abyss to truly make it safe. 65 gold until bribe. All right. Let's get our katana back on. Teleport. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Grab. This is okay. Guess we still have a bribe going in Zot. That's cool. Goodbye, Mask of the Dragon. I didn't even get to use you. Whoa. He's on my side. Okay. Is it going to be an easy Orb Run, I wonder? Oh, God. Ouch. I'll take this gold. Let's rest a little bit here, then go up. It's nice to rest on an upstairs, because, you know, you just go up if anything bad happens, right? It's a pretty good place to rest on the Orb Run. Hello. Am I going to get random energy here? No. Sadly, no. It's fine. We'll fight him. Alright. We're going to keep going. Why am I doing this manually? Let's auto-travel. Should I bribe? I should bribe, but I don't have the 3,000 still. And I don't want to farm it up, that's for sure. It's okay, we're about there. You guys remember this entrance? It's been, I don't know, it's been a way longer time since I started this game than what I usually do. You know, I usually finish these games within a few days of starting them. But, yeah, I've just been sick doing other things and whatnot. But this time, took a little longer. We did 15 runes, but we still came to the same end. GG. Thank you, Gary Burden. Much appreciated. Thank you, Adort, ICOS Aplex, Donimo, Bias Face, Arcane NH, Aramat, Tumalu. Hell yeah, guys. Nice. Alrighty. That is 50. That is 50 wins in a row. Every single race, every single class represented. I don't know how I can top this streak, man. I don't know. I don't know what else I can do with it. B crawl 50 streak. I mean, I think I gotta wait. I think I gotta wait for Man to use the power of two men to challenge the streak. Hey, thank you, Man. Much appreciated. Yeah, Man here is gonna play in the tournament and try to get 24 wins in a row. And best of luck to him.
GG, you crazy bastard.
And if he gets it, he'll be at 50 wins too. So it'll be neck and neck at that point, and we'll probably play the same combo back and forth, which I think will be a grand old time. So I hope that happens. I think it'll be a really fun competition. Time to destroy a different game. Yeah, right. That's the other thing. There's just not much left to do with DCSS in terms of like streaking. I'll probably still do some fun challenges on here. People suggest things to me. I'll be happy to do it. I'm going to be a little happy, honestly, to get away from streaking because it takes a certain amount of focus every single game. You know, I honestly have a little more fun, or at least a different kind of fun, when I'm able to play a little more fast and loose. And you may have noticed that in that Felid game, where it's like once you reach a certain point, it's okay to die. We want some reckless play. There you go. Let me see if that's coming up yet. I wanna see it. I'm hungry for it. The bot hasn't quite caught up, but I assure you it should be 50. Anyway, yeah, I mean, there's a few things. I don't think Kelby has it, but wait, I didn't start a game. Okay, good. I thought I accidentally started a game. Kelby doesn't have sprints. No, yeah, it does. Let me see something real quick. Yeah, so I've done some of these on YouTube. I don't know if I even streamed them. I think I just did them on recorded them for YouTube. But I haven't. There's some of these things I haven't done, and I'd have to look and see which ones. I don't think I've done the 10 Rune Challenge. I know I did Red Sonja. I did the Violet Keep. I did Thunderdome. I don't think I did any of the other ones. I probably did Line Sprint, yeah. But I want to do the rest of these, so that's something we could do. Kelby doesn't have Bloat Crawl, but X Crawl's back up. Yeah, they have forks, of course. I could play some forks. That could be fun. I mean, you know, don't think that I'm just done with DCSS, but definitely I am done streaking. I'm done streaking DCSS for at least a while. I mean, when the .24 tournament rolls around, I'll probably, well, I mean, I'll have to streak in there, but that's going to be a little different because I'll be streaking combos that are actually as easy as possible while still obeying the laws of the tournament. So, I mean, that'll be a little different. We're also going to have to do some speed running for the tournament, real time and turn count. I'm probably not going to no-life the tournament the way I did .22 because that takes a lot out of you. I can continue my streak in the tourney. That's what Man's doing, but my issue with that is that I won't be able to speed run if I do that because speed running necessitates a lot of losses. So, I mean, I could, but it kind of robs me of not just a bunch of points in the tournament, but some interesting Twitch content where, I mean, I'm sure people would like to see some speed runs of the turn count or even the real-time variety. And there's just a lot of risks I'd like to be able to take in certain kinds of games that I wouldn't be able to do if I did that. So I probably won't do that. But believe me, it is tempting. Imagine if I got a 24 streak in the tournament and then turned this into a 74 streak. That'd be insane. I don't think it would happen, but it's possible. When will the next tournament start? The tentative date, not guaranteed, the tentative date is October 24th, I think. I might be pulling that date completely out of the ether. I think they may have just said late October. 69 streak, yeah. I'll just play 19 DD5s. This is now DD5 channel, you know. But yeah, I don't know. I think this has been a really fun time. I'm really happy that I'm at 50 wins now. It's a really nice round number. I'm really happy all the stuff is represented in it, so nobody can say that I avoided a particular race or a particular background. You know, I also can't wait to die of a Jib with the Cloud Wand, Tony. It's very exciting. Very good game design, something that's very robust and interactive, and I'm just super pumped to experience how much fun that must be. But that's not something we had to deal with in this streak because of 0.23, so that's good. Anyway, I think I am going to stop for the night. I guess, I don't know, depending on how late I stay up, I might play some Cataclysm later in like half an hour or so. I doubt it, but maybe just like pay attention to the Discord. If I decide to do that, I'm sure I'll say something, but I'm gonna go eat something. I am starving. Turns out lifting twice a day makes you a hungry man. So I'm gonna go take care of that. I really appreciate you guys coming by the stream, but until next time, I am signing out.
Did you know that there are many ways that you can help support this channel? Read about them on rosecrypto.com/support. At Rose Crypto, you can learn all about cool things like the Brave web browser, Bitcoin, and other cryptocurrencies. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.